You thought that I was going to give up, didn't you? Admit it. My name is Matt, and we are working on part 2 of the epic Viking chest. This is going to be amazing, so don't give up on me now. We're in the second part. Last time what we did was cut out the sides, try to get them all to fit together. It wasn't perfect. We had a few things that didn't quite fit, and so we're going to try to fix all those things by doing some sanding, some grinding, some other things, and we will make this work. So stick with me here. I'm glad you're here. The last thing we did was put together all the sides, just loosely fitted. Actually, it wasn't nearly as loose as it should have been. Things barely fit together, to be honest. So what we have to do is make sure they fit. We're going to be doing a little bit of sanding, a little bit of grinding pieces down, getting them all to fit well together before we can glue the project and put pegs in the sides and bring it all together. So a lot of fine tuning, and then there are other pieces that we still need. We need a lid, and we're going to need hinges. So we've got to blacksmith those, and that's going to be something that I haven't done before. Never tried to make hinges by forging them, and so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Whew. It is hot out there. It's got to be over 90 degrees outside. Well, we've been working on the top. We sanded that down. We started working on the carvings, and they are going to take a lot of work, just to be honest with you. This is probably maybe my second time working with poplar, not counting the few times that I've used poplar to make scabbards. I don't think that really counts, because when you're making a scabbard, you're just sawing out the inside, just cleaning that out. So this is a lot more work, sort of chiseling into the poplar. I'm not even sure if that's the right kind of wood to use, but that's what I've got. And so the front of this is going to be beautiful. The back is actually made out of pine, and so I'm not sure if it'll work as easily. I know the poplar wood feels pretty soft. So we're inside for a little bit. We're going to work on that. We're going to see how much we can do before Saturday. I'd like to get this video up by Saturday. As you know, Saturdays and Tuesdays are when I want to be uploading videos. So let's see what else we got to do. Okay, so it's back to the assembly table. We're going to see how these pieces fit together. We've made a few slight adjustments with the sides in terms of the way they're going to fit together, and I hope those adjustments have been enough. We want them to really stick tight, but we don't want them to be loose. When you have gaps, you're going to have to fill those in with like wood filler, and it just won't be pretty. So we're going to try to avoid those gaps as much as possible. Instead of using the drill press to drill all these holes, because of the fact that this probably needs to be bent into shape, it still just will not really straighten up. And so I feel like if we can mold it into the right shape by clamping it and then drill into that, we might be better off, because number one, I think the pegs will fit better, and number two, I think we can really mold it into the right position. So that's where we are here. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to glue it. For the hinges, I started with a tire iron actually. I figured it would probably work. Found it in my shed. I think it came with the house. And so I chopped it up, started to hammer it flat to make sure that these pieces would be big enough. They're about an inch wide when flattened out, or at least flattened to this extent. And these will be perfect for the two hinges. It's been 24 hours and it's time to take off the clamps and see how everything did. Hopefully everything is very secure at this point. Might be actually a chore to get these things off. Struggle. Seems okay there. Seems alright there. It's a little bit longer than we originally intended, and it's actually, I think it has a nicer shape. If you could recall, messed up a few times and I had to restart basically. Oh, Debbie, take a look at this. We are nearly finished. I mean, sure, it doesn't have hinges, so the lid doesn't actually work, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close to being finished. So just a few things we still have to do, and we will be done very soon. All right, thanks for being with me here today, and thanks for watching. It's amazing having you here, and I'm glad you got to enjoy it, got to see the process sort of. It's shaping up a little bit. We're not there yet, but you know, we're getting close, right? I apologize, I have not finished the hinges. I didn't have time to do that. But if you stick around for next week you'll see the third part, and this is going to be great. You're going to see all the carving finished, completed, and all the finishing touches put on the box, including the hinges. So it's going to be great. Thank you so much for being here today, and take a look at my other videos. If you like them, please like, subscribe, whatever. So yeah, thank you.